Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum, brothers and sisters. So this morning I continue to talk on the subject of religion and belief. Why I keep doing this? Because I see the importance of doing this talk on religion and belief, because I can see that we are now in critical moment, because Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala is monitoring. That is, we will still be subject to judgment soon in the thereafter. So in this judgment, whatever we do good will be weighted, and whatever we do bad will be weighted. And it is also critical that we get our belief and akidah right. As in the opening surah, each time we perform prayer, we recite the opening surah, which contain revelation of show us the straight path, the path of those you have given favor to, and not the path of those who had caused your anger, and not of those who have gone astray. So I like to bring it to your attention the path of those you have given favor to. So who are these people? So it is no other than Allah Messenger, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and his companion. As Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam had been saying, in the future Islam will be branched into 73 branches. All will go to hell except one. So the exception is those who follow the group of Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah. So for that, I base my talk on reading to you the Koran, because Allah had revealed that He sent to you guidance, the Al-Quran and the Sunnah. So I will keep to reading the Quran to you. And also recently I add on reading the book or the holy book before the Quran, which is also in the pillar of belief. You remember the surah in Al-Baqarah, it says, Allazina yu'minu bima unzila ilaik wa ma unzila min qablik, meaning the book that I sent to you, Muhammad, and the book I sent before you. So I have with me the printed copy of the Koran and the printed copy of Gospel Barnabas. So I will be reading both. So let us recast what I have said yesterday, the striking part of what I have said yesterday. I think for the past 2 days, the topic had been on the Jewish people, their attitude, their characters, and what they have done, which led to Allah curse them with the big curse. Okay, one of the things that the Jews had done, which had caused Allah anger, they had killed the prophet, they have altered the holy book, changed it to their invention and what they had wished to write, and said to the people, this is from Allah. And later you see a revelation telling that Allah cursed them with the big curse. And also Allah mentioned that the Jews is jealous people. They opposed the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam because they were jealous. They were jealous because Allah this time had not sent the prophet from their tribe. Many of the prophets before had come from Jewish tribe. Many, starting from Moses down to Jesus, were all the Jewish people. But then what they had done to these prophets, they had not even accepted Jesus as one of the prophets. So this time Allah chose a tribe outside the Jewish tribe, that is an Arab of the tribe of Quraysh. So Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was chosen as the last messenger of Allah. And I told you what the chieftain of the Jews said, not that I don't believe, but I'm overwhelmed with jealousy. From that saying, the Jews were planning to attack the Muslim from behind when the Meccan non-believers were attacking from the front. So Allah was saying to Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, don't be surprised the Jews were opposing him, and they would not believe except a small portion of them believe the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I think I had enough to tell you what I have said yesterday. So now let's look at the Koran. So this morning should be page 15. Okay, I have here page 15. Let me read the first sentence of page 15 in Arabic. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Qul in kanat lakumud darul akhiratu indallah innallahi khalisatan min dunin nasi fatamannawul mauta in kuntum shadiqin. Sadaqallahul azim. Okay, brothers and sisters, let's read the meaning of these sentences. Say, Muhammad, to the people of the Jews, if paradise, the country of thereafter, is becoming a special place for you, given by Allah, and no one else can get in as you claim, then make a oath to yourself that if you are the truth, meaning that if the Jews think they are the special people and the paradise is only for them, no one else, then make them to wish dying. I mean, they should have not have fear of death or fear of dying anymore. Then Allah said, and for sure they don't wish to die forever because of their sins they had done, and Allah knows who are the people that are cruel. So this means Allah knows that the Jews wish to live in this world forever, and they are scared to face death because they know the consequences of the life of thereafter, because Allah knows they are the cruel people who have committed sin. The next sentence, verily, O Muhammad, you will find the Jewish people are the people who are most greedy in this world, more greedy than the unbelievers in Mecca. Each one of them wish to live to 1,000 years, whilst the long life would not have led them to escape from punishment of Allah. Allah sees what they have done. So you see, the Jewish people wish they can live up to 1,000 years. But that, what is 1,000 years? That long age doesn't mean they can escape the punishment of Allah, because 1,000 years mean in the end they will also die and will face day of judgment. So no one can escape death. In the next heading, making enemy of Angel Jibril means making enemy of Allah that had sent down the angel. So sentence, say Muhammad, whoever make enemy of Jibril, then verily the angel of Jibril is sent down the Al-Quran to your heart with the leave of Allah, which reveal the truth of the book, which are in front of them, which was sent down before the Quran, which would give guidance and happy news to the people who believe. So meaning the people who make enemy of Jibril, because Jibril sent down, read the Quran to Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So likely the people who make enemy of Jibril is the Jews or the unbelievers. I think more to the Jews, because when Jibril came to Muhammad, meaning that Allah had chosen Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam as messenger of Allah, which the Jews was jealous of. The next sentence, whoever make enemy to Allah, His angel and His prophets, especially angel of Jibril and Mikael, then Allah will punish them. Verily, Allah is the enemy of the unbelievers. So this is obvious, because Allah will punish the unbelievers, and Allah had created hell to punish the unbelievers. Sure, the unbelievers see that Allah is their enemies. I told you a story of unbeliever saying that he want to have a fight with Allah. He climbed the hill, and then Allah sent down a lightning to strike him, and he died of lightning strike. So this is the kind of enmity shown by the unbelievers, and it is also revealed in this sentence 98, saying Allah is the enemy of the unbelievers. The next sentence, and verily we send down to you, Muhammad, the revelation that is clear, Al-Quran. No one will go against it except the people who commit big sin. So of course, if people are against the Al-Quran, they are unbelievers, like saying their Aqidah suddenly go wrong if they go against the Al-Quran, and that is considered as committing big sin. So next sentence, can it be each time they make a promise of loyalty and a portion of them broke the promise? In reality, most of them don't believe. So only a portion, a small portion of the Jews believe. And when come to them a messenger of Allah, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, from Allah, who tell them what is there to tell them, a portion of the people who had given the book, even through the book at their back, as if they don't know the truth it contains. Okay, that is the end of the sentence. So, meaning that they don't accept the Quran, as if they don't know the content of the Quran, whilst in reality the Quran confirms the truth that their book contain the truth of their book. So it's quite absurd. They just threw the Quran at their back, meaning they are not interested or they don't want to know. So that is what they had done. So with that, I complete telling you the content of the Quran on page 15. Now we look at the Gospel of Barnabas, see what is next. I think this one we have done. Let's see what it is, whether the content is different. We have read this. Let me read this one. The gulf progressively began to widen during the siege of Jerusalem in 70 AD. The Christians left the city and refused to take part in the Bar Kokhba rebellion in AD 32. These two events brought to the surface the difference between the Jews, the Christian, and the Jews. So next, the question about the origin of Jesus, his nature and relation to God, which later became so important, was not raised among these early disciples. That Jesus was a man supernaturally endowed by God was accepted without question. Nothing in the word Jesus or event in his life led them to modify the view. According to Aristides, one of the earliest apologists, the worship of early Christians was more pure, monotheistic even than of the Jew. With the conversion of Paul, a new period opened in Christian theology. Paul's theology was based on his personal experience, interpreted in the light of contemporary Greek thought. The theory of redemption was the child of his brain, a belief entirely unknown of the disciple of Jesus. Paul's theory involved the deification of Jesus. The Pauline period in the history of Christian Church saw a change in the scene of principle in place of the disciples who had sat at the feet of Jesus. A new figure who had not known Jesus had come to the forefront. In the place of Palestine and Roman Empire became a scene of Christian activity instead of a mere sect of Judaism. Christianity not only became independent of Judaism but also became independent of Jesus himself. Paul was a Jew, an inhabitant of Tarsus. He had spent a long time in Rome and was a Roman citizen. He realized the stronghold which the Roman religion had on the masses. The intellectuals were under the influence of Plato and Aristotle. Paul seems to have left that it would not be possible to convert the masses in the Roman Empire without making mature judgment, but his practical wisdom was not acceptable to those who had seen and heard Jesus. However, in spite of the difference, they decided to work together. As recorded in the Act of Barnabas, presented those who had become personal disciples of Jesus, and Paul cooperated with them for some time, but finally they fell out. Paul wanted to give up the commandments given through Moses about things to eat. He wanted to give up the commandment given through Abraham regarding circumcision. Barnabas and the other personal disciples disagree. The following sentences in the Act give a hint of the rift. And certain men which came down from Judea thought the brethren and said, except you be circumcised after the manner of Moses, you cannot be saved. When therefore Paul and Barnabas had no small dissension and reputation with them, that they determined that Paul and Barnabas should go up to Jerusalem unto apostles and elders about the question. After the rift, there was a parting. In the Act of Barnabas, disappearance after the rift, because recording the Act of Apostle was done by the follower of Paul, because Paul compromised with Roman belief and legend. Pauline Christian grew in number, grew in strength. Stage was later reached when kings were used as a pawn to further the end of the church. The followers of Barnabas never developed a central organization, yet due to the devotion of their leaders, their number increased very fast. These Christians incurred the wrath of the church. Systematic effort was made to destroy and to obliterate all traces of their existence, including books and churches. This lesson of history, however, is that it is very difficult to destroy faith by force. So, brothers and sisters, I just read these 2 pages because it's quite long already, and you see Paul was initially working together with Barnabas, and later he changed. Paul changed. He changed even the religion of Jesus. But it is confirmed that on the sentences I just read, that Paul had never met Jesus. So he was not a student of Jesus. So in reality, he did not know